Hey everyone, welcome back to the Color Brown podcast. I'm your host, Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Before we start, you already know we got to give a shout out to my sponsors. We got Royalty Honey. Keep it hard, guys. We got LA Kush on Sunset. Make sure you use promo code 40 Negra, and that's at the LA Kush on Sunset location only. If you want a tattoo or you want to learn how to tattoo, make sure you hit up Connectink. Make sure you follow For His Glory for the best jewelry, which we both use.
Yes.
and and for you bald foos that want to get your hairline fixed, make sure you hit up Finishing Touch. On today's episode, we have Izalia.
Hey guys, it's your girl Isalia.
Welcome to the Color Brown podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited. I love my little baby.
I know. This is my girl, guys. I've been knowing her for a while now.
Yes. So tell me, you're super young still. So they're probably like wondering, like, what makes her so successful and she's so young?
Yeah.
Tell us what makes you so successful before we start your story.
Consistency. Like when I first started doing social media, I started on TikTok and I was just being very consistent. Like I had worked in a warehouse and I was like, dude, I'm not feeling the warehouses. I worked in it for like a week, like 3 of them. And I was like, you know what? I started doing TikToks and my videos were doing really good. And my sister was like, you could be doing this. Like this could be your thing. And I was like, okay, let me just try to do it. And she's like, you just got to be consistent. So I started being very consistent. That's how it all started.
Keep in mind, guys, she is 21 years old. So she's being super consistent at 21 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us where you grew up, your mom, dad, sisters, and brothers. How was it for you growing up?
So I grew up everywhere, guys. Like I literally lived like everywhere. Grew up like in Bell Gardens, Baldwin Park, Covina, Upland, Rancho. I never like lived in Rancho, but I like went to school in Rancho. And Ontario, I lived in like Palm Springs,
And
Coachella.
this is all while you're in elementary?
Yeah.
Like, so
We just moved a lot.
moved a lot. So you weren't stable.
No,
And
stable.
how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. Shout out to my siblings.
They're gonna be
I
mad.
love you guys. Yes, we're very like we grew up together. Like my mom always kept us together no matter what.
Did you have your dad? Did you guys have your dad?
My dad's there, but like he wasn't like my mom was there. You know what I mean? Like
Your
it
dad
was
was
always just
working.
my mom.
Kind of vibes.
My dad was just there. Yeah.
Okay, he was just there. Dad was just there.
He would like pop up here and there, like we'd see him once in a while, but it
Got it.
was mostly my mom.
Got it.
My mom was a strong woman.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest. I'm the baby.
Oh.
So I have a sister that's 23, and then my brother's 22. No. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. This is so embarrassing. Okay, my sister's 25, my brother's 23, and then my other sister's 22.
And then you're.
And then I'm 21.
So you guys are kind of close.
Our birthdays November 10th, November 11th, November 12th, and November 15th.
Damn.
A day after each other,
Your
yeah.
dad was just probably coming around the same time.
He was
Huh?
popping it, dude. Valentine's Day was gay freaking. That's all I gotta say. No, just
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, which is cool.
Yes.
You guys probably celebrated your guys' birthday all at the same time, kind of? Because
Yeah.
I'm sure like
She
it
would
was
have, like,
probably.
party for all of us.
Yeah, it was probably hard for her having like you 4 of you guys, just kind of the same age.
Yeah.
So you guys just kind of moved around a lot. You're saying, how many elementaries did you go to?
Oh, I went to Kingsley.
Like
A lot. Probably like 8 or 10.
well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot, and that wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
How did you feel like when you had to go to a different school? Like, did you feel sad, make you friends, or was it easier because you had your siblings with you at the same school?
Yeah. I'm so grateful I have my siblings because like even when I would get like bullied or something, I would go tell my sister like they're being mean to me. She'd be like, "Don't be mean to my sister." Like, yeah. So I was so grateful for having my siblings. Like they always got my back. But it was a little hard. I think like just being able to focus. Like I think like I couldn't really focus in school. Like I was very like my mind was always somewhere else. So I think it was like hard. But I know like my mom, she really tried her best. Like even like once we went to middle school, she tried to keep us like in one school.
Okay,
And
so
then,
she realized that, I mean, not that she realized, but obviously she probably couldn't help the fact that she needed to move because things were,
yeah, things are hard.
things
Yeah.
are hard.
Mm-hmm.
So once you guys got to junior high or middle school or whatever, she was like, you know what, I can't move my babies anymore. Like I got to keep them, I got to keep them in one place.
Even if we live far, I'm gonna drive them. Even when we were in elementary school though, like when we lived in like Bell Gardens and like Lake Elsinore, she would drive us all the way from there to like school, like in Rancho, like the elementary school. It's only when like we really had to move, like we would move. You know what I mean? Like she would try her best to just keep us in the schools.
God
Yeah.
bless her, right?
Mm-hmm.
For doing her best.
Shout out to my mama. She's the best. That's why I got her tatted on me now.
Oh my God. Little loca. So junior high, middle school for you. How was middle school for you? Did you finish middle school?
Yeah, I finished middle school. It was cool. Like, I don't know. I think once I got to middle school, like it was a lot of problems for me. Like
For
girls,
what?
like girls really just didn't like me. They started like being jealous. Like I had to like stick up for myself a lot, and it was just a lot of problems. Then I got with my daughter's dad when I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because she does have a baby girl.
Yes, I have
So-
Eliza. If you guys don't know,
I'm just looking. When you were talking right now, all I seen was her.
That's my twin.
No, she definitely looks like you. So you met your daughter's boyfriend. I mean, your daughter's boyfriend. Your daughter's, sorry
Yeah,
guys.
my baby daddy.
Yeah, your daughter's father in the 7th grade.
Yes.
Were you guys like in a serious relationship? Obviously, you guys are
It was
kids.
like kid, you know, like it was like kid stuff. Until we got to like 8th grade, 9th grade. We were together for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it was so good in the beginning, like puppy love. Like he would bring me all kinds of gifts. Like
You guys are kids.
just like just like spoiling me. We were just like having fun, going to the park after school. Like we'd walk everywhere together, just like mobbing it, you know.
Yes.
And then once they hit high school, that's when it just got rough.
Rough in what form?
Just like started living like the little party life. Like, you know, everybody started smoking weed and just doing things, you know, and then just things went downhill for him. Like I did too, like a little bit, but then once I got pregnant, like I changed my whole entire life.
And how old were you when you got pregnant?
I got pregnant at 16.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had her at 17.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought you were like younger for some reason.
No, I was 16.
I mean, even though that's still very young.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you found out you were pregnant?
I was like, it's funny because my sister has a video and she just showed me the other day, and I was like, we went to Stater Brothers, and then she got me a test, and we went to the restroom right there because I already felt like really, I was feeling like a little off, you know, like you know when you're pregnant, you feel it. And then I was just like, dude, like I'm pregnant, like it's positive, and I was just like, oh my God, like I was happy, but at the same time I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm nervous, I don't know what everybody's gonna say because I am really young, you know.
Of course.
And then I told my baby's dad, and he was just like, wow, that's crazy. It wasn't like a shock though, you know what I mean?
Because you guys were together for 5
Yeah.
years, so it's like it was like I'm sure your guys' his family and your family were like it's like bound to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
These little fools are running wild, having sex.
My mom would be so mad because like I left home when I was 14 and I just like dipped out with him, and my mom would go to the house his house that I was at, and she would like knock on the door and tell his parents like, give me my daughter, like you need to like open the door. I know my
Of
daughter's in there. Like
course.
she was just flipping out, girl. Like
Well, I mean, I would have done the same thing.
yeah, and they would be like, she's not here. Like they
Oh,
just,
so you were like one of those little runaways that I'd be
yeah,
posting.
I was a bad little kid. I was a bad little kid, girl. I feel bad for my mom. She went through it with me. Like I was probably her worst kid.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you were like one of those, like those little girls that would stay at their boyfriend's house and not tell their mom, or like the mom would be like, come home, and you're just like, no. So basically from the age of 14, you started living with him.
Yeah, maybe like 15. That's when I really started living with him, because like when I was 14, I would like go for like a couple days and I would just go back home. But then there was a point where he was like, I don't want you to go back home. Like you need to stay here. And I was just like, okay, bro. Like I'll just stay. Like I was in that toxic relationship. You know what I mean? And I was just like,
At such a young age.
yeah. And I thought it was like, oh, he loves me. You know what I mean? Like he loves me. Like things that would happen, I was like, oh, it's because he loves me, but it's really not. Like it's not, because
So you were already kind of in an abusive relationship at
Yeah.
the age of like 15, 16 years
15,
old.
yeah. Hmm.
As far as like very controlled.
controlled a lot.
Sometimes as women, you're a young lady, you're a woman, you're a full-blown woman because you
Yeah.
have a daughter already. You're not, I mean, we're ladies. We're ladies. You're a
Yeah.
young lady. I'm not gonna say a señorita because, girl, we are not virgin and you have a daughter. That's what a señorita is.
Okay.
And sometimes we think, oh, we don't want to be home. We want to leave, and we don't want to be with our parents because they don't let us see our boyfriends. But we don't think that we're setting ourselves up for worse.
Yeah. Like my mom just wanted the best for me. She wanted me just to be in school and like, girl, she tried to put me in therapy. Like she really was trying her hardest to like get me back on track. And she told me too, she was like, you're going to end up pregnant and you're going to be taking care of that baby alone. He's not going to help you. He's not going to do nothing. And she would go to the house and tell them that too, like the parent, well, not the parents, because we lived with his grandma and his mom lived with her too. So we were staying at his grandma's house, all of
the whole
her
family.
Yeah. And my mom would tell his mom, like, she's going to end up pregnant and the only person that's going to be helping her is me at the end of the day. And they didn't care. They were just like, it was just
whatever.
Yeah, like we don't care about your daughter. Like we're just worried about my son,
Of course.
Yeah.
And obviously you didn't see that at the time.
No.
You were just thinking that you were in love.
Love, yeah.
And you were super controlled. Like, did he let you go to school?
Yeah, we go to school together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys thought you guys were like this full blown.
Yeah,
oh my God, we lived together.
Yes, like a whole like.
This is my man.
Playing house. Yeah, like it was just horrible. Like looking back at it, I'm just like, ew. Like what was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like I hope that girls nowadays.
I'm glad I was about to tell you that. Go ahead and tell them.
If you're going through that, please do not do it. Trust me. And having a baby does not make anything easier. Like it was so hard for me when I had my daughter. Like really hard for me. Like. I've been through it, guys. Like it took a long time for me to get my own place, and like I've lived in like hotels and stuff, and it's not easy. Like it's just not. Don't go off and live with your boyfriend because you think that he loves you, or even like being in an abusive relationship, like somebody hitting you or just like mentally abusing you or anything like that. It's just very toxic. And especially if you have kids and you're still with them, like once like I had my daughter and he started being a little toxic again, I was like, I'm gone, dude. Deuces. I try to be here for you and stuff, but I just can't. Like,
so once you had your daughter, it was easier for you to remove yourself from that situation, which was great. Like you're young and you're smart enough to know like this is not what I want for my daughter.
Yeah.
Like I've already went through it. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
and
I don't want her to see that.
And you set your boundaries.
Yeah.
So you moved to your mom's, or what happened to you?
What happened then? When I left him, I had rented out a room from some guy.
Because you were working?
Because no, I was going to school, but at the time, like we had nowhere to go. It was me and my sister, and so we rented out a room from somebody, and then we were just staying right there inside the room for a little bit, and then that's when COVID happened, and then like I was like, I don't want my daughter around nobody, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't want nobody to get sick, and then finally like I had asked my grandma if I could go stay over there, and she's like, yeah, you could come stay here, and that's where I went after that. Yeah.
So you went to your grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
While it was COVID.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to your grandma, huh?
Yeah, shout out to my grandma. She's gone now. No, just she no, dipped out.
She was like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I am not dealing with these little locas.
Yeah.
So your that was like what, like 2020 or something like that?
Yeah, like 2020. Mm-hmm.
And when did you start your TikTok?
Like maybe like 2020. Like I started like kind of doing it. I feel like 2021 is when I like really started like going into it and stuff. And then I feel like 2022 is when like I started like getting a lot of stuff and then started getting paid for it. I actually had 500.
What does a lot of stuff mean to you?
Like started getting paid for it.
So when a lot
of people like,
so basically is when you started getting a lot more followers, so people started reaching out for you to promote their items, kind of vibes. Mm-hmm. And you obviously didn't do it for free, and and you
at first actually I did do things for free, and like I would charge very cheap, like. So I got it once I hit like 500,000 followers. I didn't know I could get paid for doing TikTok, and then my sister was like, you could get paid. Like she set up the whole thing for me, and she's like, you need to start charging people for things. Like you can't just be doing things for free. You can't just be like.
Remember I told you that?
Cheap. Yeah, like I recently like I barely had stopped being very like lenient on payments and stuff because people try to like lowball you and I'm like giving them a lot of stuff, or even like percentages. Like I don't like to do percentages anymore because like I mean I make good money off of it, but it's like they're making way more off of me. You know what I mean?
Is that really true? Or is that really true?
Well, that's what my manager said.
So you have a manager.
Yeah, Flossie. Shout out to Flossie, the bossy.
How did you meet Flossie, if you don't mind me asking? I've known that man for over a decade.
I met Flossie from my friend, directed by Schmitty. He's a
Oh, so you
videographer.
know Smitty, and
Yeah.
Smitty introduced you to Flossie.
Yes.
How do you
Yeah.
like that man?
He's cool. I just recently like barely getting to know him. Why? What do you think about him?
Flossie's fine.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a manager. I don't think you need to give anybody money. I think that you could do everything by yourself
Damn.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like
to an
it's
extent. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel like the manager was good for me though because like I didn't know my value. Like I was more like, oh, just give me like $300, we're good. You know what I mean? Like things like that. So now I know like, oh no, I could be charging people way more than that. You know what I mean? Like I need to be on my A game with not
Everything you
not
do.
being so like lenient on things.
Or maybe too open for everybody.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but I don't do like I used to be open like, oh, I'll do music videos and stuff. I don't do any of that anymore. No music videos for me.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I'm just chilling with Liza at home, making videos, cooking.
Because
Singing.
TikTok pays you. Do you feel
Yeah,
it?
yeah. TikTok pays. They're whatever though. They're like they don't pay as good. Like
What is
TikTok
as
needs,
good?
like I make more money off of other stuff. You know,
Okay. What else do you do?
I do Instagram. I'm starting to do YouTube. I really want to like be on my A game with YouTube. I just get so like sidetracked. TikTok, and then I do. So
But you don't do like crazy OnlyFans.
yeah, no, I just post like bikini pics and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's not really bad.
No.
But still be subscribed because subscribe to that.
Well, you live by yourself. You're a 21-year-old young lady. You have your daughter. You raise her. You're the only one that does it. And
Yeah.
there's 30, 40-year-old women that don't live by themselves, that still need to live with I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just making an example. I'm just telling you guys that if a 21-year-old young lady could do it by herself, older
You guys could
women,
do it, yeah.
you guys could do it. There's like no excuse.
Yeah. 'Cause even before I had my TikTok and started getting paid for things, like I hustled my ass off to make money, and like I always made sure my daughter had formula diapers because when I was 17 I couldn't get EBT. You can only get EBT once you're 18. So
Okay.
I was like, I had literally no money, no nothing.
Oh,
But I
wow.
still like hustled my ass off. However I was make that money, I was gonna make that money. Like I was just working
And you
hard.
did it, and you
Yeah.
did it. And you did it, and you're still doing it, and you're only going to grow because you are so young and you're beautiful. And I always told you that you have a good head on your shoulder, so tell us, what are your goals?
Well, my goals are to like own property, and then I want to like buy homes and like Airbnb them. That's my goal.
And
And
what
to
do you-
start my clothing brand.
What are you going to do to accomplish that? Like, do you know what you need to do in order? Because we could all want homes, bro.
Mhm.
We all want to buy
Well,
homes.
first I want to go to school to be a real estate agent. And I actually have shout out to Bree. She's gonna start studying me and stuff to be a real estate agent because I want to start like learning stuff like that. I always wanted to be one. I know like I've had people tell me like you don't even need to do that and stuff, but it's not even that like I
Yes,
want to
you
do
do.
it. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
yes, you do. You need to have a future. You need to
Yeah.
have something that's solid,
yeah.
that's going to provide
And
for
that
the rest of
my
your
daughter
life.
could fall back on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're young, but
That only lasts so long.
you need
Yeah.
and we don't know what the social media life is going to be like. We don't
Mhm.
know what if it crashes or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to have like something
Yeah, and
solid.
especially like if something were to happen to me, I want my daughter to have a lot of stuff. You know, like I want her to be like okay.
And you want to teach her that, hey, you could go to school and learn and
Be a hardworking woman, like
like you.
yeah. But like no, for sure I'm doing the real estate. I already have everything set up for that. But yeah, I always wanted to do that though. Like that was always my dream to be a real estate agent.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually my dream was to be a plastic surgeon, but that's too long in school. Like I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of school. I'm
Yeah.
not down. I'm not a school girl. I don't like school. That's not my thing. But
Yeah.
stay in school, guys.
Stay in school, but honestly, me either. I could never focus. Like, unless if it was math. Like, that's probably like the only thing I could ever
Oh, you
focus
like
on.
math?
Yeah, like even in school, like I would just be looking around, like I'll be like, "Ooh, look at that butterfly!" Like I just start like thinking about other things. Like it's hard for me to focus on something that doesn't really interest me. You know, it sucks.
If I could be honest with my own personal opinion, going to high school, obviously you legally have to complete high school or get a GED or something, unless you drop out low key. But going to college, I think, is for employees. They're breeding employees. You don't know too many people that own a business that went to college.
Mhm.
Like when you go to business classes, they're teaching you how to be a manager or a supervisor. They're not teaching you how to own and create your own business. So don't go to school if you don't want to.
Stay in school,
No,
guys.
stay in
Get your
school,
degrees.
guys, because you want to have fun. Like I didn't get to enjoy school. Like my sister, she went to prom and stuff.
You were talking about that. You're not staying in school. You want to have fun. Fun is school. I mean, school is fun, but there's more to school than.
Yeah, and you want to learn. You just want to like experience. It's like it's a whole experience. I feel like didn't get to I didn't get to like do the whole school thing.
Well, you
know?
wanted to
Like,
be play. You wanted to play house.
I wanted to be playing house, guys, but look at where I got me today. No, I'm just playing. Don't do it though.
What do you enjoy the most about being a content creator? Because that's what you are, right? Do you consider yourself a content creator?
Yeah, a content creator. I enjoy just like making people happy. Like people literally like even when I meet them, they're just like, "Oh my God, I just love your videos. Like you inspire me like to be a better mom and stuff like that." Like that's what really makes me happy. I'm like, "Oh, like I really like touch people." You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's crazy to me. Like when I first started getting stuff like that, I was just like, "Oh my God,
It's
you're
cute.
making me sad."
What does your mom say?
My mom's just proud of me. She's always proud of me. She's like, "I'm so proud of you, how far you've come." And she always tells me like, "Stay positive. Don't get into a relationship. Like, stay on your A game because it's only gonna bring you down. Like, you need to focus on yourself and figure out yourself and love yourself and just focus on yourself. But you're doing like a great job. I'm really proud." She always tells me she's proud of me of
Yes,
everything.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, girl.
You're welcome. So that's what you're going to continue to do. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's what's working for you. You're going to go to real estate. You're going to take real estate classes because it's like a class you got to take.
It's only like 6 months.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
Yeah, do it.
It's worth it. I mean, like, all I got is time.
That's all we have. And
Yeah.
all we have is time, and time goes by so fast.
Yes.
You know?
Like 6 months will be done like that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not like you got to go to work.
Yeah, I can just stay home. And then Bree's going to teach me.
So Bree has her license.
Yeah, she's a real estate agent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She's been doing it for like a year now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It's legit.
it's legit. It's my tia's cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like in the family.
All right.
Mhm.
What is the biggest thing you've done?
The biggest thing I've done, my gosh, that's
That you're
hard.
like, man, I got to do this that I never thought. Or who, yeah. And then I'll ask you who was like the biggest person you worked with.
Oh, this is hard for me. The biggest thing I've done was, maybe like when I got my place because I've never like my mom had a house for us and stuff, but like we've always like lived with people. So like when I got my place, I was just like, oh my God, like this is like so exciting. You know what I mean? Like I finally did it. Like we're here. Like so we got it. Like girl, we did this shit. Yeah. That's like the biggest accomplishment.
Which is amazing, which is
Yeah.
super big, you
Yeah.
know? It's super big, especially being so young.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like I'm old already. I feel like I'm getting older. Like I feel like I grew up really fast, so I've always felt like older.
well, you definitely did grow up fast because you had no choice because you had your daughter
Yeah.
and you're a responsible young lady. So you definitely did what you had to do. You didn't just leave your daughter with your mom and like, whoo,
Oh,
let's
heck
just
no.
go party. I mean, even though you
Yeah.
probably did party here and there or whatever, but you get what I mean. Like,
Yeah, like just dip out because I've seen it before. Like my mom, she never did that either. I think that's why I'm like that because my mom always kept us together. Even though whatever we were going through, she always like made sure that we were right there by her side. We're in the
Mhm.
back of the car, like we're there with her. And like I've seen other moms that we were around, they would just leave their kids with their parents or just leave them there at the house and like you don't know what could be happening to
Yeah.
your child. Like you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. So I really appreciate my mom for that. And I think that's what made me a good mom
You're a
like,
great
see
mom. I love your videos with your baby girl.
Thank you.
Like it's so cute. You know what I'm saying? You take her everywhere. I don't think that you expose her to like craziness
Yeah.
besides yourself. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
we're our own crazy.
Sometimes I get a little sad, but
But I mean, it can be sad. I mean, what makes you say it gets sad? Say that.
I think that sometimes I get like a little sad because I'm like, oh, I feel like alone sometimes. But I'm not alone because I have my daughter, but like just like having like a family, like even with my daughter's dad, like he's doing really bad in life now. Like it sucks that the family didn't work out. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get like a little sad about that. And like my daughter doesn't have a dad at all. So like it really gets me like in my feelings sometimes. Because she talks about it. She's like she talks about him sometimes and like
so his family's not involved whatsoever.
No. They just are problems. I've tried to and it's always been like a hassle.
Well, yeah, you don't need that in your life.
Yeah.
Then.
I'm like, I'm doing good. They try to like knock me down, like just talking smack at me. I'm like, dude, look at me and look at you guys. You still live with your mama. Like,
yeah,
don't
for sure.
Me. Like,
no, yeah, and
don't try to knock me.
And I'm glad that you are strong enough that you realize that, and you're like, no, like,
Now I do, because before I was very like, yeah, you know what? Like, you pop up every like 6 months. Go ahead and see her because I want her to have a dad. You know what I mean? But like after this 5 months that I haven't talked like that, like I told him like, if you're not good for a whole year and I don't see no proof of anything, then like just stay away because like I'm not gonna be messing with my daughter's head anymore.
Of course not. That is your number one.
Yeah, like when she started talking about it, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really affecting her. Like it's not even just like him anymore. It's me letting it happen. You know what I mean? So I feel like I understand why some baby mamas like are tired of it because like your kids start seeing it and then they're just like, hey, like why is my dad saying he's gonna do this and he didn't do it? You know what I mean? And it really messes with the kid's head. So I can't wait to find like, I think that this is what makes me sad. Like I just want to find. I'm not looking for nothing, but I can't wait to like just find someone that truly like cares and loves my daughter like their own. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what? That will happen in due time.
Mm-hmm.
In due time. Like remember, you are 21 years old. I didn't get married till I was 37 years old. I never been married before that. I never really like been in the relationship how I am with my husband until I met him, and he loves my son.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had other boyfriends, and of course, like, you go through your boyfriends and it's part of life, like, but you're not gonna let every man that you go out with meet your daughter.
Hell no.
Because you set boundaries for your baby girl. Like, like if, for example, this is a perfect example. Like, just because I'm going out with you and I'm talking to you, you're my boyfriend for like like just say you meet a guy. So this is an example, ladies. And guys, ladies and guys, this goes for you fools too. Everybody. You start talking to somebody and it's like a month and he's like, I want to meet your baby. And you're like, no, it's too soon. And it's like he keeps insisting. And then let's just say it's like 3 months and you're like, I'm not ready. If he or she tells you, well, if you don't let me see you, then this is not serious. Look, this is when you set your boundaries and you're like, look, if you don't want to accept this or you don't want to, like take the fact that I'm not ready, like my daughter comes first or my son comes first. If can't handle the fact that you can't see him, then this is not going to work out.
Yeah.
Because my kid comes first and I am not going to let just a new boyfriend meet my baby right away. Because what if it doesn't work out?
Exactly. And there's a big chance of what ifs. Like, I feel like for me, I've gotten to relationships before. I feel like I haven't really been in much relationships since after my baby daddy. I've only been in like 2. And both of them is just, I feel like it's always just been so toxic. Like, it's just stressful. It's draining. Like, being in a relationship is just so draining. I just feel like, oh, I just want to end it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much for me to handle. And me, I'm so quick to just like leave. Like, I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. Just get away from me. And I just delete every message we have. I freaking delete all the pictures. I'm very like, just get away from me. Like, I'm doing fine without you. I don't need you. Like, I want to be with you, but like my mental health for my daughter is more important than being with any man.
As it should be, You're not a weak young lady. You're not weak. You're not a weak girl.
Thanks.
You're strong.
We're strong.
We're strong girls. Yes. And it doesn't mean that it's not about, oh, we don't need a man, or because
Yeah.
that's kind of toxic as well. It's more about like, hey, I really don't need
The
anything from
toxicness.
you. I just need something cool.
Like loving and just
Yeah.
like understanding each other
Like,
and
know that.
no stress. Like it's supposed to be no, like sometimes I know it's hard, but like when it's hard every day, especially in the beginning of it, it's like this is too much, dude. Like it's just
Yeah,
too much.
like if it's already like, hey, where are you going? I need you to come home, and it's like this, and it's like,
I don't
bro,
want you to hang out with your
it's only
friends.
been 5 days. Chill. Or
Yeah.
it's only been a month. It's only, and you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. Like, we have friends that are lifetime. How are we supposed to grow old with our friends?
Yeah.
How is my guy friend supposed to come over with his wife to my house when we get older?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Exactly.
supposed to not talk to my friend because I have a new boyfriend in my life? It's supposed to be equal,
Yeah.
and it also, I think it also comes also because of you're an Instagram. I mean, you're a social media person. So I'm sure that has like an effect in your relationships as well, or no? Like,
Maybe that's why. But
or do you meet the same, like the guys, are they the same level as
I
you?
feel like, well, yeah. I feel like they, and that's like, I feel like I just want to be with somebody that's just not in the industry at all. Like maybe like a construction worker. So hit a girl up. Not like, maybe like
I think those are gonna be way more toxic. Like,
yeah,
because they
oh
don't
God.
understand the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But if you're just home creating content, like,
But
different. What
I
do you
feel
think,
like-
babe?
Yeah, what do
As
you
a
think?
man, and as a, like,
Well, let's ask you instead. What did it feel like for you to watch me film girls in music videos every other day?
I didn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't think I would mind either.
Because I knew that's what I was walking into, as far
Yeah.
as like, this is what pays my bills.
Exactly.
This is, I believe it or not, I would come home and there's like a girl, and he's like, shake
Yeah,
this.
she's fine. No.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah.
No, like, shake your ass this way and shake this way. Like, imagine if I'm like that wife, like, what the heck is she doing here? Like, no, this is what pays my bills.
Yeah,
This is what pays my bills. And if I complain, like, what the heck is going to happen in my life?
exactly.
And I would even tell rappers.
I also think it's different for girls, though.
As far as what? For a man?
For a man's mentality to understand that, like, for instance, her having fans, some fools might feel highly uncomfortable with that. Even her, I mean, we know people that, I don't even want to go there, actually. There's, point is, you wouldn't even be
Hey,
able
go
to.
there. You already went.
Well, nah, I know people that won't even let their hyenas wear bikinis.
That's just toxic right there. That's like, I can't deal with that. You don't want me to wear a bikini, then you go somewhere
Or
else.
even
Like,
shorts.
yeah, like
Like, bro, yes.
that's just hating at this point. Like, you know I look good, you should want me to look good.
It makes me feel happy.
Yeah, if it makes you feel happy, I feel like they should support anything you do. Somebody that I was with, they were talking about and they're like, I want you to quit. And I was like, well, are you gonna give me all this money every month? Because if you're not, then why would I quit for you? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm not gonna.
Like, I got my daughter, bro.
Exactly. If you're not gonna be paying my bills and paying me exactly what they're paying me every month, I'm not gonna quit for you. And it's not like that I'm not going to quit because like once I get my real estate in and like I buy
No,
my
you're
houses.
doing it for your stuff.
Exactly. Like it's not like I'm just getting the money and just blowing it. I'm like investing. I'm gonna be investing into things like, so I think like it's like even if they look at it like it's like, dude, I post bikini pics on Instagram sometimes. Like it's the same thing. I feel like, you know?
Yeah, I and I feel like it's a lot different than even. No, I'm not knocking you, stripper girls. I am not. I'm
She's not.
But no one is actually touching you.
Yeah.
Like, no one is actually lusting that negative energy like that into your skin, like just like that. Do you understand
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
I feel like there's a lot of like in the
It's like
strip
evil.
clubs you could feel the evilness and like it's just party life going. But
Exactly.
it's like for the stripping life is just for different people, like
Yeah,
different mindsets.
And you, no, I agree.
Not like in a bad way because like I know some pretty bomb strippers. I'm like,
You're like the scrippers of it.
No, I mean,
get a stripper where they at? No.
no, I mean, even like fans, everybody's kind of like doing fans.
Nowadays, it's like not even like a secret no more.
Big Negra don't.
I don't have one.
But because you don't need one, girl.
Start one.
You're not down.
Do it.
I mean, I probably just post pictures. I can even take pictures of me in my bathing suit.
Dude, literally, your body looks so good. All you have to do is take bikini pics.
I don't
That's
think my
it.
husband will let me.
What do you think
'Cause
about
then
that?
they're gonna, you know what I think? This is why I think he won't let me. I think his pride as a man and all these fools are gonna be like, oh man.
You're like like that though.
No, like him, as far as like, oh yeah, he's really letting the Adam 22 guy get to him. It's more about that. It's not even about him feeling uncomfortable because he'll probably be the one to take the pictures if anything.
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like that's what it is. Like him is more of the pride of like the people talking about him.
Okay, I get it.
Do you
So
know?
it's all about you. No,
Respectfully, the queen of YouTube doesn't need to reveal herself.
I mean, and I'm grateful that I don't have to.
yeah. If you don't need to, then don't do it. And if
But I
it's
mean,
not
sometimes
for,
I'm like, maybe I should. I need to get more.
Hey, but you know what I'm saying? If we go
Don't
broke,
do
you know what I'm
it.
saying? We definitely got a parachute. You know what I'm saying?
I think that it's cool. Like it's just
You're
I
literally
didn't
just taking
want to do it though. Like you know how hard it was for me to be like, I'll do it. Like it was just
Yeah, but you're
I
not even
didn't
getting
want to.
naked. It's not that bad.
I know it's not, but I do get a lot of hate for it. Even though I'm not getting naked, like even for the people that don't subscribe, they're just like, she's a she believes in God and she's gonna be doing only like it has nothing. You're judging me, and God says don't judge.
So I will
So
not see you in heaven.
yeah.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. Like I said, you're 21 years old. You live by yourself. You take care of your daughter. You don't depend on anybody. And hey, you're not doing porn.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not. No offense to the stars.
Offensive.
I am just saying, like you're just literally taking pictures of yourself in a bikini and posting it.
I went to the strip club for the first time in New York. It was wild, girl. I was like, whoa.
And especially because,
back up, dude.
especially because you're not even a twerker.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
I'm not
know.
a twerker. I'm more of a like just laid back person. I'm like, woo. But like the strippers were wanting me, girl. I feel like they like literally were just like attacking me. I was just like, I gotta go, dude.
Yeah, it's like too much for you.
It's different. It's different. Like I had never been to a club, so I didn't know how it was.
And then you went to New York, completely different.
Yeah, they're badass. They're so pretty. Like I was like, damn, girl, your guys' bodies are nice. They're really cute, but
That's
yeah.
not for you.
the lifestyle's not for me. I feel like I'm not really like a very like super social person. Like I'll show up and then I'll show out. Like I'm like just show up real quick and I like to leave because
Well, you go to the things that you get paid for. You don't go to things.
yeah, I don't go to
unless you
clubs.
want to go have fun.
But I really don't. I really don't like. I feel like if I'm not to be like cocky or anything, but like if I'm not getting paid, there's no reason for me to be out.
That's how he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not my own personal thing, why am I gonna go if I'm not getting paid?
Yeah, exactly.
No one
I
else
gotta
should be
home with my
benefiting
daughter.
from
Like I
from
don't
that.
have a babysitter 24/7. Like I got a babysitter for a couple hours and I gotta dip out because I gotta
Yeah.
go home.
So just for the record, for the people at home, because my wife kind of touched, you guys briefly touched on what exactly it is you do on TikTok. What exactly is the content that you post on TikTok that made you popular?
Doing hair at first. Doing Eliza's
Oh.
hair, doing my hair. I love to do hair, girl. Like I could do cornrows, I could do it all. That's
'Cause you
how
braid my
I
hair?
started. Oh yeah, totally. We'll put a wig on there and we'll get you going.
Yes.
Yeah, so I started all from hair and then I just started doing videos of us like getting dressed together, dancing, and then finally like I was doing a lot of hair tutorials. And my mom, she's the one that advised me. She's like, "You need to do other things, like you like to cook, do cooking videos, do this and that." I was like, "No, you don't know." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." But I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I ended up doing it and yeah, started doing good.
Everything
So
you
now
do.
everything that I do, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna just make a TikTok. Like I'll even go grocery shopping and be like, oh, I got tomatoes, I got this, I got that, you know?
She literally does that with her daughter. Like
Yeah.
that's all her videos. It's just
Mhm.
her and her daughters.
Yeah.
Her daughter.
Daughter, yeah. I don't want no more kids too. I'm over kids.
I feel like you don't need to.
I
didn't have Cupid till I was 37 years old.
know you had a big age gap.
So it's like, it's okay. You know, maybe when that right man comes into your life and you decide to get married and he's the one that's going to be there for you, you know, you're older and it's like, it's different. You know, you already lived your life. He's probably lived his life. And
yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe. But honestly, if I do get in a relationship with somebody, I'm going to tell him I don't want no kids.
So you better find one with the kids.
No, I don't want my mans to have kids
Well,
either.
then it's not going to work. You want me to tell you why?
Well, I'll get somebody that can't have kids.
Oh, hell no. See, now you're just being picky. I don't think you're ever going to find a man then. No, I mean, like, because if you don't want to have more kids, obviously a man wants to
a
have
kid,
kids.
yeah.
And it's just like example for the girls too. If he already has kids and she doesn't, like, she wants to be a mom.
Yeah.
He wants to be a dad. You know, so if you want at least let them be the same age so they can at least play.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
But I
have
don't want
kids.
to deal with baby mama drama.
Well, not everybody has baby mama drama.
Oh,
Let me tell you.
girl.
Let me tell you the main
What
purpose.
I'm dealing with right now, baby mama drama.
Well, let me tell you why. Because she probably still wants him, and he probably entertains it still. That's the only reason you have baby mama drama or baby daddy
Really?
drama.
That's what I was thinking too.
It's either he's probably not doing something that he should be doing as far as like providing, and she still wants him. Because once the woman finds another man, you're not gonna have baby mama drama.
Also, I think like what did you do to make this girl like that? Like you had to have done something. Like you know what I mean? Like guys call girls crazy, but like they only go like crazy when you've done so much wrong. You know what I mean? So like I even like look at it from the girl's perspective. I'm like, I wonder what he's done to her. Like why is she so like hurt? Like what has this person done to her? Because I don't want it to be done to me. Like I'm gonna learn from her mistakes. You know?
Which is so good that you say that.
Yeah.
Some people don't think that way. They want to experience it. Like you just said it. I want to learn from her mistakes.
Yeah. And I don't want to deal with nothing. Like, I got to deal with my own issues. You know what I mean? Like, I suffer with my own sadness and stuff. Like, I'm trying to bring myself up. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I don't want to have somebody else's, like, baggage on me and, like, feel like, oh, my God, dude, like, I'm so stressed out. Because that's how I feel sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like,
Well, then that's
this is,
not
like,
okay
a
for
big,
you.
huge baggage on me. And I just need to let go of the baggage. Like, I just need to, like.
Then you just got to let it go. You know, earlier.
But how do you let go?
You just say you don't want it. And you mean what you say.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mean what you say, do you even have a word? Can you trust yourself? Should he trust you? If you don't have no, I don't like this. Just set your own boundaries. And people are not used to using the word boundaries. I don't like this shit, fool. And I'm not going to deal with it. And it is what it is. Be mad. Cry. Don't stalk me. Because that's not okay either.
I hate stalking. I wish I wish.
You've been stalked?
I don't know. I just no comment. But like, I wish I could just like when I break up with people, they could just like never hit me up again. Like just never again. And like, I need to change my phone number, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna change my phone number. I have everything connected to it. Like, I need that
That's
phone
your
number.
work.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, cause me, like, once I'm over something, I'm like over it. I won't stalk you. I'll let you be. I'll delete everything of us. Like I said, like, I won't just let it be. You know what I mean? Like, I won't be like, oh, I want you back. I'm sorry. Like 5 months later, 6 months later, like, no, that's not how it goes. Like, and you can't just be like, let me hop back into this relationship. Like, it's not gonna be the same.
No.
It's not. It's really not. Like I've tried to do it like recently, like think like, oh, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be easier, and I feel like everything's just going downhill
Worse.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets worse. I can't deal with it. Like
Then you shouldn't.
Yeah.
No is no, and that's enough.
Yeah. I need to just
And be mad. And just don't be.
I know I will be a little sad for a little bit, but I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it.
Everything passes. Everything
Yeah.
passes.
Everything does. Every time is healing. Time will heal the brokenhearted. But I won't be that brokenhearted. I was already over it.
But you can't have a broken heart if you're the one that's like pushing yourself up because you don't want to be there.
But I'm like a brokenhearted secretly. You know what I mean? Like when everybody's sleeping, I'm like, okay, I'll go be sad right here by myself. You know?
Well, because you can't be that way in front of your daughter.
Yeah, I'm not like to anybody though. Like I won't like just be like I like to be sad alone. And that's probably what's bad about me. I need therapy.
Nah, you don't need therapy, girl. No. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great. I'm blessed, honestly. God blessed me.
So get out of here with that. Oh, I'm depressed. Look, you're doing amazing.
I'm depressed.
Well, get out of here with the I want to be sad sometimes. No, you don't need to be sad. You're super blessed. Yeah. You're healthy. Your baby girl's healthy. You have your own place. You get money.
Yeah.
What else do we want in life? A man? He's going to come in due time. We have God for now.
Yes. I don't want a man.
And then you can get a booty call here and there. It's real.
No, though I don't like calls. You stay away from me.
Okay, then I guess just be you.
I would if I'm gonna be with somebody, I'm gonna be with them. You know what I mean? I can't just like hook up. Like that's not my thing.
Okay, so you want to be in a relationship with every man. You're in a relationship with whoever you have. Like if you're being with somebody, you're in a relationship with them.
Yeah, I won't be with them unless I am. Yeah, I can't call it. I don't know why.
Well, maybe that's the
And
problem.
then I don't like a lot of people. Like it's hard for me to really like somebody.
How the is that a problem that she only wants to have the people she's in a relationship with? That's wild.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, this going viral for sure.
No, this is the thing, okay? This is why it gets toxic. Because just because you had sex with them doesn't mean that you're going to be in a full-blown relationship for 6, 7, 8 months. That's just a call for 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
That you try to make it work, but it didn't work. Does that make sense?
I feel like
And you go through all this stress.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and this is a wild question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but are you dating these individuals for a while first and then you guys do it?
Perfect.
Or just whatever happens, happens? Because if you're dating for a while and you get to know them after a month and then finally you guys do it or whatever, that's one thing. But if you on the first date and then you just stay with them because you them, that's
No, that's different.
Yeah,
No.
see, I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah,
But like
no,
what
like
he
I
said.
build like a spiritual connection. Like with me, like I feel like
She said
I
a
trauma
spiritual.
bond. I feel like I trauma bond with people, honestly, because I'm like,
you talk about all your guys' problems, then you bond on it.
oh my god, it's just like me. We can make this work.
And then see, yeah, I guess that's a
where
better
all
way of
goes
putting
wrong.
it.
Trauma bonding
I-
is the worst thing you could do. I feel like
I
trauma
feel
bonding.
everybody does that.
It's so bad though, because we're like, I don't know. Maybe it isn't bad. Maybe I'm just tripping, but
Maybe
the
you
people-
just think about it too much.
yeah.
But
Well, I
whatever.
really-
The main thing is like if you're not good, happy in the relationship that you're in, you're okay. You're okay to remove yourself because you don't need that. That's
Because I am really happy by myself. Like, because I have Liza. She really makes me happy, you know?
of course.
Like,
She's like the
dude,
happiest thing
she
ever.
wakes up, she's like, Mommy. I'm like, just let me sleep a little longer. And she's like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, okay, fine. Gotta start my whole day. Let's go.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like busy all the time. Like being a mom is a full blown out job. Like it really is. Like playing with them, taking them places, making sure that they're just happy, you know? Like that's all I want for my daughters, for her to like grow up and be like, I had fun like growing up. Like I had a fun life. We always got to go anywhere I wanted.
And
Got
my
to
mom
get
was
what I
there.
wanted. My mom was there. Like
And you are.
yeah.
And you are.
Yeah.
You're a great mom. I
Thank you.
love that you're a great mom. I
Thank you.
love like everything about you. Like I tell you that all the time. I've obviously been knowing you for a few years already, and I can't help it. Like if you're around and we're in these when we go to these events and you're there, I make sure I keep my eye on you.
She's like, are you good?
I don't like I'll watch her because I'm 41 years old and you could be my daughter, and I refuse to allow any older fucking man think that they're gonna like just be in
Like,
any
all
form.
up on me or
Like I don't
something?
like that because
neither.
and you're young and you're having fun and you're having fun and you're doing your job while you're there. Like your job is to be there and woo!
No, but for real.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just not like that with you. I'm like that. I have a few younger friends.
Yeah.
There's my little babies.
I've seen.
And I'm like that with them because they could be my daughters or my nieces.
Yeah, like you're like the cool tia.
And I refuse to let older or just any little fool think they're just gonna be like, hey, like, no.
Mm-hmm.
They're here doing their own thing. They're having a good time. They don't need them in their here. And no, I'm not like a blocker.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do and you want to talk to, I give you your space. Obviously,
Yeah.
I just watch from afar. I got to make sure that you're okay. That nobody is trying to like take advantage because especially when we're drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, because in like this little industry, whatever it's called, like there is weirdos. There is like
there's tons
there's a lot
of
of
them.
weirdos and like older men that just want you and stuff, and even like just to like grab you a certain way or just be like, get off me, dude, like back the up. don't-" And they get really like, oh shit.
Who grabbed you like that, big dog?
Oh, recently I've had like a problem with somebody because he thought like he could just text me like being like funny or something, and I was just like, bro, don't talk to me like that. Like literally, this was business. You need to chill. Like don't. Now you're cut off, and I won't do for you no more.
Yeah.
Like this was business. This was money moves. It wasn't nothing other than that. And like I cut him off real quick because I'm like, I don't f around. Like I will be a if I have to.
You
be.
have
Then
to.
I don't give a.
No, and you know what? And you have to. And even since like in the beginning when I told you, hey, if we're gonna do these videos, make sure you charge this certain. You make sure you charge. You don't
Yeah.
do, and like you carry yourself correctly.
Yeah.
You know, like don't let these fools think that oh, just because you're here, you means you're gonna hang out outside.
Oh no. I've gotten invited to things like that, like after party stuff. I'm like, I gotta go. Like, sometimes I'll be like, okay, maybe, and I just dip out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with anything because there's like honestly, all that stuff never leads to any good. I feel like it's just getting your money and leaving is like the
Because
best thing.
they only want. It's just let's just be real. It's when it comes in those environments, it's only about one thing.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, you've seen that within your years. I've seen that in this industry.
Yeah.
I'm not a music girl or like a dancer, but I've seen it for years and years and years. So I feel like it's my job. Like to take
And
care
you're
of my
doing
young.
a great job.
I feel like it's my job, like as who I am, like to watch over my baby girls.
Yeah.
Like, nah, ain't no fool gonna be up. I don't give a what. I don't care who this mother person thinks he is, as in like, oh, I'm this person, or I rap this.
Yeah, exactly. I
We don't
hate
care.
that. I hate that. Like, oh, I'm the shit because I'm this.
Like, we're
like,
gonna get out of here with
you
that shit.
know what I got? Are like guys are like, oh, like you're gonna regret this, or like you're gonna.
Oh, you've
stuff
had
like that.
You've had men tell you that.
Yeah, like you're gonna regret this. Like only like one person, but like it's just like I'm not gonna regret shit. Like I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. Don't even worry. I won't even look at you. I won't look your way. If we're not together, I won't look your way. Like don't think that I'm gonna regret nothing because I have no regrets. Like everything happens for a reason. We meet people for a reason. We go through things for a
Yes.
reason, and it's to be better people.
Oh
and
yeah,
to make
I forgot.
us stronger.
I didn't ask you. Oh, I did ask you, but we didn't answer it. Who is like the biggest person you've worked for?
Worked with.
Oh yeah, worked with.
Maybe like
That
like
you.
seen like I've seen Chris Brown
No, I mean worked.
like
Right.
work
Magic or what?
Magic maybe, yeah.
Because you came on in
I
this
love
video.
Magic. He's so sweet.
Because didn't you guys
he's
do
the
like a
best.
palette or like something? Like, what did you guys do? Didn't you guys do something?
Yeah, no, it wasn't my palette. I just promoted it for him.
Okay.
But he's just so nice. Like he's very nice. Like ever since I met him, he's just so like kind.
And he
you
paid
know?
you well.
Yeah,
Perfect.
definitely. Yeah. And even like I think in the beginning, like I told him like, oh, you can only give me this much, and he's like, no, I'll give you more. Like
That
you
was
need
very
to-
nice.
Yeah, like he's very, very cool. Like Magic's probably the coolest person I've met. Like that's a
Besides me.
star. Other than you. Other than you, Gra. But you're a woman, so. But yeah, he's cool. Magic's cool.
What about the
That's it.
worst? And say their name. We'll
No.
Ah!
I don't think I've had like anybody that was disrespectful to me. Everybody's very like nice to me. Yeah.
Good.
I haven't had like a bad experience. Only with girls.
Like,
That's it.
really?
Yeah.
Like
And
in
it
what form?
sucks. Girls just started talking smack about me, like literally like hating on me for no reason. Then I started finding out like little stuff that they would say, and I was just like, maybe people just talk, you know. But then when other people are saying the same thing, they're like, oh, this and that and this.
But
and
like, are they in the scene though?
that.
Because if they're not
One
in the
of 'em-
scene, what difference does it even make? And if they're below you, then I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, one of them. But honestly, it doesn't matter to me. Like at first, I was like, damn, that hurts. Like.
Because we're girls.
Like, and that was my friend. I thought she was cool. You know what I mean? Like, I spoke highly of her, so I would expect the same because I've never done any wrong to her. But yeah, I was just like, but it's okay because everybody sees everybody's true colors.
That's
Like,
right.
your true colors will come out, and it is what it is. And I don't got to deal with it. I'm
I know
glad that
that's
I'm out
right.
of that friendship
Yes.
already, and I don't got to deal with it.
Tell me about Jenny's Treintañera. How did that happen? Because you were like a dama, right?
Yeah. Well, Jenny has been following me for like a long time now. And she had hit me up on Instagram and we would like talk here and there. And then she hit me up. She had like gave me her phone number, so we started texting on like messages, and then finally she had did the whole treintañera and she asked me to be her dama. Is that how it's called?
Yes.
Dama. And I was like, of course, girl, yes. You know, she's cool.
No,
Very
she's
cool.
super cute.
Yeah.
I like her.
She's cool. So it was fun. Her treintañera was really fun.
The dress was super cute.
It was so cute, girl.
I
All
know.
her dresses were cute too. Like I was like, ooh, I want to try one on.
You're dumb. What about the practices? Did you guys have like a dance or? Oh no, you guys didn't have a dance. You
We
guys were
did
just
like a little photo shoot. Like
ah
there at the
venue.
Yeah, at the venue. That was pretty much it. Yeah, it was cool though. She had like a lot of people there, and
A lot of
it was
TikTokers.
a lot of TikTokers. Yeah, a lot of like YouTubers. Me. You.
I did see you there.
Yeah.
We were leaving at the same time.
Yes, we were. We were like, you barely came for like a little
I was
bit.
only there for like an hour max.
Yeah.
Respectfully, that's not my scene.
No? Like what?
Just not my scene.
Like the influencer? Like the YouTubers and the TikTokers?
I mean, I'm the host of Food Community, so I'm definitely a YouTuber, but no, just not my scene. You're cool.
Oh,
I had
okay, I
fun.
get it.
Sad Boy's a homie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we saw Subway was there.
Yeah, that was cool.
But no shirt. This fool.
With all his tattoos.
That was too funny. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
I
cool,
was
he's
like, oh
cool.
shit, man, it's Subway. But yeah, then we saw like the Leo guy. You know, we saw
Leo Gonzalez is cool as
the little, the little
Sure.
TikToker. He's like a funny one. I can't.
He's a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
funny. I think he's funny. But they're like all TikTokers, and like the TikTokers, like the guys with the
Yeah.
fake lips and the fake boobs.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the fake. I guess that's probably what he means, like about like that's not a scene, because there was like a lot of those.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Face. She's so cute.
Okay. Anyways, no.
We don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it was cool. I know I never like been to stuff like that. Like even if I get invited, I only went like for Jenny, you know what I
Of
mean?
course.
But I don't like to go anywhere, girl. I'm a homebody.
It's okay.
I'm a homebody.
It's okay.
I like to go to Disneyland. I like to go to Chuck E. Cheese, Knott's Berry Farm, all that stuff.
You want to go where you could take your baby.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you can't take your baby, that's kind of like we have a thing. Like, if we can't take our baby, then we don't need to go.
Yeah.
Unless, like, I
making
want to
money
go
or
to a
something.
concert. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean to like the big concerts. Not that our little our concerts are not like big. They're big,
Yeah.
but I mean to like
To have fun, just not
just
even
with the
work.
girls.
Yeah.
It's not work. Like
Yeah.
I want to go. Like sometimes it's like, hey, well, I could get us tickets to the backstage. Like I don't care about meeting the artist.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the show.
And sometimes backstage isn't even all that. Like you're just back there. Like
Like,
you
I
want
don't
to. I want to be vibing with everybody. Like what?
Yes.
Looking at everything.
That's what I like. I
Yeah.
don't care to give me all access if I want to go to the back.
Yeah.
Yes. But I want to sit and enjoy the show.
Me too.
You need backstage access for the backstage restrooms.
That
That's
part.
true. Yeah. Like that. I'm not walking all the way over there.
But I'm more of a like I'm a crowd. I want to be in the crowd.
Yeah.
I
And you're very like bubbly.
Yeah.
So, like you're just like a free bird. Like you
Yes.
just want to be out there.
I
like,
don't want to care. I don't care who's in the back in the VIP, bro.
Yeah.
I'll see the fools in somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's all our same
That's
people.
exactly what it is. Like for me, like when I don't do things, like I have opportunities to do things, I always think like I'll see them another time. Like it's not that serious. Like
Yeah,
I'd
like,
rather
I just want to see the
not
show.
do it. Yeah, exactly. It's chilling. Like have fun. It's all about living in the moment because we're only here for so long.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Mm.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh my God.
When did you start doing all this? Like what made you? I remember when you said that you're gonna start doing your podcast, but what made you like start it?
My husband.
Yeah. He was like, do this. Like you should.
He's like, we're gonna do this, and you're gonna be the host, and we're gonna interview you. And I'm like, okay, because I always felt like when I started my tooth gems, like
Mhm.
that when I started that, I was like, you know what? I always go to all these events because this is when he was like way more like super, like he's still super involved, but we would go to more events because he was part of the Bronx, and I was like, man, well, I'm just like going and I'm just like getting drunk and. I could be making money in these places
Yeah.
too. So then that's when I started doing more pop-ups. Like I got the Tooth Fairy shit, and I would just do a lot of pop-ups.
Yeah.
This had nothing to do with the YouTube whatsoever. Just the LA Tooth Fairy. I would do a lot of pop-ups, and now I don't really do pop-ups like that at
I know.
all.
I noticed.
And
that.
I feel like he really doesn't let me, but it is a little different now because now,
You're a YouTuber.
yeah,
Yeah, it's different.
I feel like I can't unless I have somebody with me.
Yeah.
That's like there with me. And not that because I'm this big person. No, not at all. But people are very mean.
Yeah.
That
some
doesn't
people
get
don't-
to the point of why you started podcasting.
Well, we already answered it. We started
Yeah,
podcasting
'cause-
because of you.
Yeah. Your man's.
Yeah, because basically I started doing it because of him.
And you loved it? Like, do you love it?
It's cool.
You're like,
I like it.
yeah.
I feel like it's therapy for me. And my person that I'm speaking, like my guest, it's therapeutic
Mm-hmm.
for both, especially the indicted.
It is, honestly. Like, you get to just talk about things and you're like, fine, I feel good now.
Yeah, like, well, because we get really deep.
Yeah.
Like they actually like deep of like things they actually gone through. Like they've been stabbed, they had to went to prison for like 20 years, and what led you there, and how did you feel when you weren't able to see your family for this long? Or I was in a situation where I didn't know if I was going to live or die.
Yeah.
You like it's deep, deep, and I feel like a lot of people don't really touch on those kind of topics.
Yeah.
We're always at the surface.
And a lot of
We're
people,
afraid.
yeah, exactly. A
Like
lot of
right now,
people
you and I
like,
are on the surface. We're not too deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I do get afraid about saying a lot of things. Like, I don't want people to know detail into my life because I just feel like, nah, I'm not ready for that, you know? I'm not ready to say everything yet.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's embarrassing. It's more just like,
Which is like what?
I feel like a lot of people would like judge.
Well, people are gonna
Like,
judge no matter what.
Judge like my family or something. You know what I mean?
It's okay if they judge. It's not. You won't see them in heaven.
That's
Like
true.
imagine me. Like I left my son when I went to prison. My son's your age. He's 21
How long were you in prison for?
for 5 years,
Wow.
and I left him, and it's like I was on meth for so long. You know, like I don't know what kind of lifestyle you had. Like that's why I asked, like, how was it for you growing up, especially because you had to be moving around. Like, why were you moving around so much? Like, what was happening with your parents? That's the things that we touch in. Even when I interview my people on Indicted, like, what was happening in your home that led you to be where you are?
I feel like we never
you get what
really
I'm
had
saying?
like a home. Like we never like we lived with people or like we slept like wherever we could. Like
Okay.
that's where it was. And my dad, he wasn't really there, you know, like he was just either locked up or doing his own thing.
So your parents were born here.
Yeah.
Okay, they're kind of like me.
Yeah. Mhm.
I get it.
And we were just trapping it.
Okay, so that's what.
And then I did have my stepdad though. My stepdad, he was so chill, like the chillest stepdad ever. Shout out to him. He passed away.
Oh.
But he was with us since I was 2.
Okay. Do you feel like once you got with your boyfriend, did you feel like, okay, well maybe this is a home, even though
I think so.
even though he lived with his grandma, but that was their home.
Yeah, I felt like I like wanted that. Like oh, he has like a home like where but when I got with my baby daddy, my mom had finally got a place. She got us an apartment. So it was like when she got a place, like I left.
Got it.
And so I did have a home at that time. But I don't know, I just felt like with him, I just fell so in love with him. You know what I mean? Like I
He was
felt
your
like
first little
I think
boyfriend,
it's
I'm
'cause,
sure.
like I didn't have a dad like that, so I was like looking for that love in a man or little boy because I wasn't even a man.
I understand. I
Yeah, so
understand.
I think that's all what it was. Like I just wanted somebody to like love me and understand me, and I could tell them everything and like everything that happened to me in life, and they would just be understanding. And then he told me everything that happened to him, and like he's been through a lot of stuff, and his mom put him through a lot of stuff, and I was just like, dude, like we connect, like
Yeah. Like what you said.
trauma bonding, and
It's how it
I
is.
still do that, girl. I still do that to this day, trauma bond with
So
people.
the thing is, like, you obviously already know that.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm gonna change it though.
that's what I was gonna say. That's
Yeah.
something that you need to work on.
Mhm.
But so, like something that you need to work on that's from within yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but also keep in mind that you always need somebody that you could relate with, that you kind of experience the same things. Like sometimes I've seen even I've had to share I've had to share boyfriends as well. I'm 41 years old, right?
Mhm.
When you try to be with somebody that's not from your same lifestyle, they
Oh.
tend to want to change the person that
Yes.
you are.
Oh my gosh, girl. Yes, let me tell you.
Girl,
I
I
was
say
with-
because I'm experienced. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't with him like that, but we were like talking,
Mm-hmm.
and he grew up like in poverty kind of, but like not as bad as me. So like he was just like certain things he would like I remember we went to the Circle K, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in there real quick. I'm gonna go get my mom some cigarettes, and then he's like, why would you bring me here? And I was like, he's like, I'm not getting off. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm not gonna get off. It's ghetto. Like this shit's ghetto. And I was like I was so mad. I was like, oh hell no. Like that is so disrespectful. You're
For
gonna
sure.
and this is not ghetto. So imagine if you see my house is like that shit is not ghetto. Like I was, oh my God. I told him, take me home and I don't want to talk to you no more.
That's right.
And then, but I should have known because before that we had went to the mall, and then I was like, oh, I want to go in the shoe store because it's like the shoes that have the place that has like all the shoes, like the fours and all those, you know, like the little bougie stuff. And he was like, I'm not going in there. And I was like, why? And he's like, because that's for people that act like they have money and they don't. And I was just like, this. I mean, he was very wealthy, but I was just like, ew, like you're just disgusting. Like I cannot.
So then, what kind of shoes did this fool wear?
Expensive shoes, but he got it from somewhere else. They're probably fake. No, I'm like,
Really work.
Oh, so he would wear like Gucci or
Like just
Louis
designer.
shoes.
yeah, like designer stuff and stuff like that.
And he was hating on the Jordans?
He wasn't hating on them. He was hating on the people. He was saying like the people that go in there don't have money and they pretend that they do and they buy expensive stuff when they should be putting that money to something else.
I mean, that's
And
that's
then after that,
that's kind of like a truth, but then it's not. Like,
Yeah.
what are you though? For just, especially
Yeah,
when
but-
you were so. I'm sure the kid was like young.
no, girl. He was like, he's not like super young, but like he's older than me, so like he should be way more mature. You know what I mean? So it was just like he was probably like 29.
Girl, and you were how old?
Like this wasn't too long ago. Maybe like
Go ahead. Say you were 17.
He's trying to date a young girl. Like,
Say
and
you were 17, man. Go
he's
ahead.
old for me.
A decade
29
is
for sure.
crazy.
Like 28.
28, 27 is perfect. You're 21.
Yeah.
Why is that perfect? Why couldn't she just date someone her own fucking
Because
age?
she's not.
I don't like guys my age. They're just too much for me.
Until she gets older, she's
Actually,
gonna want.
I've never been with a guy that's my age, so I couldn't even tell you.
Well, then maybe you should try it.
But they get on my nerves. Like I feel like I just like, I just get so like, even with that guy that was older and he did that, like,
Look how
certain
worse
things
that.
bother people.
Look how
people
worse
shouldn't-
that was.
Yeah, you're right.
At 21, 22, you could still grow together and mold
And he's
each
not gonna
other
Kid.
Really?
into who you want to be with, kind of.
Yes.
And I mean, you're not trying to change the person. You're just trying to bring the best out of them.
I don't think I'm around a lot of 21-year-olds, and I don't check my I don't look for
I
people in
don't
my
check
DMs.
my
you know?
DMs.
Yeah, I check my DMs, but I don't like look. I'm not checking them. I'm like, who likes me? You know what I mean? I'm just more like,
Like, okay,
who's
I'm
gonna
just
pay me?
perfect example. My nephew, 21-year-old.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous. He's handsome. He has a job. He has a nice car. He has a crazy little style. It's
He
not even
does.
crazy. That fool's.
He's swagged out.
He's, you know.
Yeah.
And
Is that swagged out?
I mean, he has this little. He has like
He has his own stilo, and that's all that matters.
Which he does.
If he
And-
loves it, then he loves
and-
it.
but he's like a man.
Like a macho man.
Oh God, he's gonna hate me for this, right? But he works out and he has.
What are you trying to say here? Your nephew likes me?
You knew he liked
I
you.
know.
He's like, oh, he's
But
gonna
at
hate
that
me.
time, I was trying to just focus on myself.
No,
like,
for sure.
Like
I know.
I just had got a relationship, and I was just going I was kind
But
of
do you
sad.
get what I'm trying to say is like he is your age
Yeah.
and he's a fucking man. Like
Yeah.
the way he carries
But
himself.
where are you going with
Just
stuff?
look like a man.
Like
Where are you going with this thing?
going with this is like you didn't want it. Maybe you were going through it. You were going through a breakup or whatever. But you probably gave this 29-year-old a chance, but not the 21-year-old.
Girl, I didn't even give the 29-year-old a chance.
I know,
I
that's
didn't give him room to breathe. Like seriously, I was like, you need to go. Like,
Yeah, that was intense.
not talking to you again. And no.
Oh, my nephew was so hurt.
He was?
He's like,
Well, what did
we
he
said
say?
we were gonna go out, and she never even hit me back up. I'm like, she's probably busy, babe.
I am really busy though. I'm a mom. Like I have no time to do nothing.
Sorry, Vince.
Sorry, Vince. I'm just. It's me. It's me, dude.
That's
it's hard-
exactly what he said. She said it's her, not me. I was like, damn, she's cold. She hit you with that.
Hey, we could be friends, bro. We could be friends. Like, it's hard for me to really like somebody. I really have to really truly get to know them.
No,
you know what I
of
mean?
course.
And I want to know everything.
Well, you got to give them a chance in order to get to know
You'll
them.
definitely trauma bond with him.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly
You're
what
all
I'm looking
excited?
for. No,
No,
that's
he's
what I'm
not.
looking for.
Well, you know what?
I don't want a trauma bond anymore.
Okay. Well, he was raised by his grandma, but not because. I'm sorry, Vince. Hopefully he doesn't watch this.
I could probably take this part
Okay.
out.
He lost his mom when he was very young. She passed away. And his dad went to prison for 15 years. He was raised by his grandma, a great woman.
Yeah. She's
He's
an
a
older woman.
well now, yeah.
Mm.
He's raised like with good manners. He carries himself well. He's a young man. He's a man that
Yeah. He seems really sweet.
he's very sweet, but I don't think he would trauma bond.
Yeah.
You just got to give people a
If
chance.
he would have told her that story sitting on a park bench, they would have kissed. I feel like, oh my God.
No.
Okay,
I saw the way I saw the way you just went out for that shit. I already saw it.
No, I don't
No.
want to trauma bond.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, like, you say you want to get to know people, but you got to give people a chance,
Yeah. And oh my God, that's my problem. I don't give nobody chances.
which is okay.
I think
when
it's
you're ready.
because like my last relationship, it just like it really made me think like I'm not dealing with the shit. Even like now that I went back, it's more like even still I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. Like I don't want a relationship because it just I think like I traumatized from it, honestly.
And it's
like,
okay. You don't need one. Focus
Yeah.
on you. Get your
Yeah.
school. You have your baby girl. And that's what if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it will eventually. It's just what it is, But I think you're doing great.
Thank you. I think you're doing great too.
Thank
I
you.
love your podcast.
No, thank you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, girl.
So before we go, is there anything else that you want to tell the people?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that supports me. I love you guys so much, and we'll be back soon. No.
Yes.
We'll be back when I get my real estate license.
Yeah, exactly. Well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.
Yes.